Okay, that's no good. That's not good at all. Now, I said something now for the past few months, and especially on live stream. Everybody heard me say it. I said Fujifilm never should have chosen METs to make their speedlight. I said it over and over again, including several videos. Well, and by the way, a Fuji-sponsored shooter, the big Zach Arias himself, on his own website, Dead Pixel, you see the new MET speedlight for the Fujifilm X-T2, the EF-X500. According to Fuji rumors, I'll give you the link below, they're catching on fire. Oh no, they're like Samsung phones, right? And that's the reason for the delay. Yeah, catching on fire. Yay. This is Zach Arias from quite a long time ago. And I've read rumors Fuji's working on a Mets flash. Mets. Mets kicked a lot of butt back in the day. Lately, though, Mets seems to be lagging in their whole thing for filing for insolvency. He don't like Mets either. Now, back 20 years ago, Mets made a really good flash. They did. The past 10 plus years, Mets flashes are junk. They're junk. Junk. Fuji should have gone with Luma Pro or a photo. I should have gone with Photox. Photox or Luma Pro would have been the far, far, far better choice. Mets recently had some sort of serious issue. They're like in the TV business, and that division went bankrupt. But anyway, check the link below. I've been saying this. I didn't predict that the speedlights would be catching on fire. Oh, poor Fujifilm. This is nothing against Fuji. Isn't making the speedlight, so it's not really a slant against Fuji, but it kind of is. But all this does is reinforce the same thing I've been telling you. TTL flash photography is slavery. There's tons and tons and tons. I'm not limited by my Fuji. They work the same as my Nikon. None of these studio strobes. None of that crap has anything to do with what sort of camera you got. Any normal professional speed light can be used in auto mode or manual mode. And if you got just like 5 ounces of skills, there are things where TTL flash photography is needed. Photojournalism, news, like a wedding event. Having a couple TTL speed lights is necessary for fast-moving, crazy crud that's going on. I know where TTL is needed. The only problem is that there are all these people that are totally brainwashed into thinking they need TTL. Total BS. It's like, I need wireless TTL. It's like, really? You really think you need wireless TTL? Now, wireless power function is something different. That, of course, is incredibly useful. Turning up and down the power wirelessly. I need that, but I don't need TTL, and I don't need wireless TTL. Screw that nonsense. Photographers, if you can call yourself a photographer, have turned into some really huge pussies. I said pussies. I got by for 20 years without any optical image stabilization. Now all these raging douchebags out there think they need like 10-axis stabilization, and 2 of those axes are on a parallel dimension in a parallel universe. It's like even has stabilization in a parallel universe. Okay. Are you kidding me? Give it up with that BS. The same thing with the flash photography. People like Zach Arias. Anybody that is my age, like Zach Arias, I think is my age, and he says, I'm quoting him here. And he says, if you're one of those, oh my God, I must have TTL. See. And I've talked with the head of a large flash division. He's an older guy than me. I can't tell you who it is. He's the head honcho at the well, let's just say he's one of the top 3 in the nation. And me and him a week ago via phone were laughing our asses off at all the lazy douchebags that think they need TTL flash. Literally, the manager of one of the head honcho, the head cheese, me and him were laughing on the phone at all the TTL douchebaggery. So, all this does is reinforce what I say. You know, I am not limited in any way on my Fuji system without TTL. I'm not limited. There are instances where you need it. I mean, I have Nikon TTL speedlights like SB910s and 800s that are necessary for action events. That's understandable. 9/10 of the time, don't damn need it. So anyway, this is a huge failure for Fuji. They aren't making the speedlight, but you know, they may even push it back further. I don't know. They may not. They may solve this by including a thermistor in there that says the unit's overheating. It's obviously related to capacitor and battery as far as the charge draw is obviously too high. A really simple design flaw. So check the link below from Fuji Rumors. So that is apparently the reason for the delay on the new Fuji speedlight, is that they were catching on fire. It's pretty funny. Wee, that's pretty funny. All this does is reinforce everything I said about METs, and then it reinforces everything I said about TTL flash photography. And you ask me why I recommend people buy like 15-year-old flashes that are $40 made by Nikon. Those old damn Nikon speedlights, I mean, some of them are older than you are. They're still rocking hard, you know? They're still rocking fine. Stick some wireless triggers on there and your Fuji, you're ready to go. Don't be a TTL douchebag, you know? All you're doing is you're paying 10,000% more, you know, $40 for a used Nikon speedlight, or if you want TTL, you know, we'll sell you this speedlight for $500. High-speed sync flash photography. It's good to have one, at least one or two preferably, TTL speedlights, because they have their usefulness and they have their place. The problem is that everybody thinks that TTL is for everything, and that is just the biggest pile of crap and nonsense and BS. People like me, the head honcho of one of the largest speedlight makers in the world, via telephone a couple weeks ago. I won't tell you his name or his company. Or, you know, people like Zacharias, you know, we're laughing at all this TTL nonsense. Just laughing. Not that it doesn't have its place and we don't also use it, we do. It's just all those places you think you need it, you're dead wrong, you don't need it. Okay? Anyway, so let's hope that Fuji releases that speedlight this year and they solve the serious overheating issue. Bye!